Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to do nature. This is part of my how to make a mini battle royale map series. This is part 2. So to start off, you're going to want to place your searching galleries, which is the most important thing because how are you going to put nature if you don't spawn your galleries in? So you're going to be wanting to spawn in, I think, 4 galleries. I do spawn in the waterfall gallery for some reason. Don't do that unless you're going to do a waterfall. But you're going to want 2 foliage galleries and the rock gallery. So I'm going to spawn in both of those galleries. So you're going to, for the first gallery that I just spawned, you're going to need that second pine sapling. And for the second tree gallery, you're going to need a lot more. But we're going to get onto that later. So I'm going to spawn in the rock gallery, but this is a good time to say, guys, like and subscribe because I make tutorials like this and stuff. It would mean a lot. We're at 195 subscribers at the time of this recording. There's a short that I uploaded yesterday and it got so many views. So please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. So the first thing we're going to want to do is just choose certain rocks that you're going to want for your area that you're going to put your nature in. Don't choose too many. I would just select 4 or 5. 4 or 5. But yeah, I selected only 4. So I'm going to be doing this nature, by the way, on both terrains, so you could see how it looks. I'm going to first start with the modular rock gallery terrain, and you're just going to want to place rocks, as you normally do. Put them pretty spaced out. If you want, you can make little pebbles of rocks around, which is pretty cool. It adds more nature to it, in my opinion. So yeah, just space the rocks out. That's literally the most important thing. So now that we are done, we're going to be working on to the next terrain. It's literally going to be the exact same thing. I just wanted to tell you guys. So there's going to be another time lapse I think in about 1 second. So I'll see you guys in the next part of this video. Okay, so that was pretty fast. We are done both of the rocks for our things. Now we're going to work on nature. So you're going to want to take that pine tree, and you're going to want to take these 4 things. Those 2 trees, that bush, and that tree, that redwood tree or something. So we're going to start off with this one. And the key to the pine tree is to usually have them in groups of 3, with the middle being the biggest and then the 2 sides being smaller ones. And for the sake of this video, I just copy and pasted them around. You could do this for your BR map if you have like a certain time limit that you have to make it in or something. But yeah, that's what I would do. I'm pretty sure yeah. So I'm gonna place a couple more, and that's basically how you do the pine trees. So I'm going to go off to the next segment to yeah, there. Basically gonna go on to the next one. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's very fast. It's literally the least time-consuming part of placing nature down, so yeah. So you just have to place a couple down. I suggest, depending on how big it is, if it's like that, 4 or 5 groups, or 6, actually. So yeah. So there, you're gonna want to do that. And there. So next up, we are going to work on the small oakwood tree. So the key to doing the small oakwood tree is to also place them in either groups of 3 or 2. And these ones, you have to resize them a lot. So then you don't want them like, yeah, you could place them in groups of 3 or 2. But these ones, you place a lot more because it's one of the things that fills it in the most. Well, it does fill it in actually the most, in my opinion. Unless you're doing a different type of biome that doesn't need a lot of them. But this is what I would suggest. It would be the same for a snow biome also. So there. You basically just have to place them all around in the same spot. Just like that. So I'm gonna pause and go on to the next, on the other island basically. So now that we are done, we're going to be working on the big oak trees. So these are a bit more different. I usually don't resize them because I want it to look natural, kind of. Now that I think of it, maybe resize them a bit in size, but you do not place a lot of these unless you're doing like a Weeping Woods type of vibe. I did delete that since we're going to be working on POIs next video, so you have to leave some space for POIs, but don't place a lot of these trees unless you're doing like a really big forest, like a Weeping Woods type of thing or a Wailing Woods. Don't place a lot of them. Place 4 or 3 depending on how big your thing is. So you can see I just left some space because we're going to be working on POIs. And we're literally already done that part. So instead of doing another time lapse, we're just going to do this. So we're going to go on to the birch tree. You're going to do probably 5 of them if you're doing this type size of an island. And you add these trees to add a bit more color since it's usually all green your map. So to add a bit of brightness, different contrast to your map. Again, you only have to place a few of these, so there's no time lapse and stuff. So basically, I'm pretty sure that's it. Hold a minute. If you want to like and subscribe, I suggest doing it because it'll mean a lot, guys. 195, we're almost at 200. So next off is bushes. Bushes are the key to everything. They make everything better. Bushes make everything better. And I'll tell you why, because it fills in all of those little awkward gaps that aren't supposed to be there. And it makes your mini-map also look a lot nicer. Because that's one of the points about a mini BR map also. You don't want the mini-map to look bad also. So with bushes, I suggest don't put them right next to each other. Spread them out just like the rocks, but add a bit more than the rocks. And there you go, we've already finished that also. So the last thing that I suggest doing, I did it for my own sake, but I put down some torches and stuff and some fences just to make it look a lot nicer. So I'm just going to do a time lapse and I'm going to leave you guys there. So bye, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.